everybody, welcome back to my channel. Kathleen Hart here, Little Piece of Heart blog. You're in the right place if you're looking for anything that is low carb diet related. Today's video is a recipe video. I'm excited to share this one with you because not only is it easy, it's quick and it's delicious. It's the name of my game. Every single thing that I'm about embodies this recipe. I'm not taking credit for this recipe. This isn't something I invented. I'm sure you've seen it all over Pinterest. It is like a little cup of ham, egg, and cheese that you can bake in a muffin tin. There's a couple of little tricks that I have been doing because I've been eating this every day, probably for, I don't know, weeks now. So I have developed a couple of little tricks so that you don't have to go through the learning curve of figuring out how long to cook it, depending on how cooked you want your yolk to be. There's also a couple other little tips that I want to share with you along the way to make it so that yours come out perfect. So the only thing you're going to need is thin sliced deli ham, your favorite cheese. Mine is American. I use half of a slice per cup. You could also substitute that for your favorite cheese, any cheese that you think you would like and that would go with a ham, egg, and cheese. You need about 1 tablespoon of cheese, if you're gonna do shredded cheese, per cup. And then you're also gonna need 1 egg, and then for seasoning, I think it is a must to do salt, pepper, and onion powder. The combination of the onion powder with the ham and the cheese, it just elevates this to the next level. So that is my first tip. We're gonna season this with salt, pepper, and onion powder. I wouldn't skip it, try it my way, see if you like it. All right, so to start off, you're gonna need a muffin tin. I actually checked online to see if they sell these with only 3 available slots, so just this piece. They don't. If you guys have seen that somewhere, please tell me where I can find that. This is annoying to wash when I only make 2 for breakfast, but what are you gonna do? I guess I just have to deal with it until I find a smaller one. But I'm gonna use a regular size, like cupcake muffin tin like this, and you wanna make sure you grease it first. This allows those little ham cups to just literally lift right out, no sticking, nothing. Even if egg and cheese gets on this bottom part, this will help it so it doesn't stick. So I like to use this olive oil based spray, and I'm going to spray 2 of these. It doesn't really matter where. I've done it all over. I've done 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, it doesn't matter. So I'm gonna just spray 2 of them, and I'm gonna have 2 as a serving for my breakfast this morning. So now moving on to my next tip. You wanna take the ingredients that you're using, the ham, the cheese, and the egg, out of the fridge right before you preheat your ovens. You want those ingredients to sit out for a couple minutes because if you put ice cold from the fridge ingredients into your muffin tins and then right into the oven, it's gonna take a couple extra minutes for everything to warm up, obviously. But if you let it just sit out at room temperature, just for that, like, I don't know, my oven takes about like 7 minutes to preheat to 400, then you'll see that it just cooks so much more evenly. So the first couple times I made this, I was like, this isn't that good. That's why. So that's a little learning curve I wanted to pass along to all of you as well. My oven's preheated to 400 degrees. I have my muffin tin all sprayed and ready to go. My ingredients have been sitting out, so let me show you exactly how you can assemble these and then another tip along the way. So you just want a thin slice of deli ham just like this. If there's holes in it, rips in it, do not worry, it will be fine. So you want to lay it on top, push it down in, and then you kind of want to curl it around. It'll kind of tell you where it wants to go. Here's my next tip. These pieces here are going to burn. If you like that, fine, leave them like that. I like it being a little bit burnt, but not a ton. So what I like to do is just tuck these pieces in, and then you have like a smaller little cup like this, and it will not burn as much. These little pieces here are gonna get a little bit dark, which you'll see once it comes out of the oven, I'll show you. But the rest is just tucked in like that, and we have a little well in the center for our cheese and our egg. So now I'm just gonna do the next one. Same thing, here's my ham. Just gonna push it down, and then kind of, you know, coil it around, and then take these pieces and just tuck them down in, tuck them into the sides. And there you go. So now we've made our little ham cups here. And the next thing we want to do is the cheese. So I'm going to be using American cheese. This is 1 slice that I just ripped in half. All I do is fold it into a square and then tuck that square right into the bottom of the egg cup. And do the same thing for this one. If you were using shredded cheese, you would just put the cheese right in here, about 1 tablespoon's worth. So there we go, looking good. So the next thing is the egg. I'm using large eggs today. I'm just going to crack the egg right in. If you see the egg coming onto the sides or getting out of the muffin tin, it's fine. After it bakes, everything will be good to go. Do the next one. There you go. Okay, so I just like to do pretty much salt and pepper to your own taste. You can always salt and pepper once they come out of the oven too. So I do like 1/2 of a grind of salt, and then I like to do heavy pepper. I also think the pepper makes them look really pretty when they come out of the oven, just having the pepper flecks on top. Last thing we need, onion powder. I like to sprinkle this right on top, just like a little dusting. I'll show you how much. It's not a lot, it's just a light coating, but I really think it makes a difference. So those are the cups ready for the oven. We're gonna put them in at 400 degrees. I like to do 18.5 minutes, and I think that is perfect for mine. So I'll show you what they look like when they come out. Okay, they are out of the oven. I had mine in, like I said, for 18.5 minutes. I like my yolk fully cooked ever since pregnancy. I can't do the full runny egg. Ugh. But if you like that, cook it for less time. I will put down in the description box also just the link to the recipe, and then also just a quick little recipe in there too as well. So you can either choose to go to my blog post, or you can see the recipe down below with all of the times for the yolks. And also I forgot to mention, so I just made 2. You can make as many as you want at one time. So this is perfect for a brunch, for a breakfast for a bigger family. That's the best part about this recipe. You can make it for 1, you can make it for a lot, you can make a couple different trays at once. It's just awesome. So it's a very easy thing to prep and bake for an awesome, awesome breakfast. My next tip, when this comes out, as you can see, I'm holding the tray. This sat out for about 2 or 3 minutes just to cool down. If you try to grab them right away, it's just gonna be super hot. Just let them rest just for a minute or 2, and believe me, that will make the world of difference. It just gives everything a chance to just calm down, chill. It's still gonna be hot, so don't worry. So now that I've been waiting, now we're gonna eat. So here's the thing, if you get a little bit of egg on the outside of the little cup for the ham, it's fine. Just run your knife along the inside, and it pops right out, ready to go. Show you guys what we're working with. Oh, look at that. That is perfection. This is exactly how I like mine cooked. If you're the same as me, 18.5 minutes. If you think you want it a little more well done, definitely pop it in for another minute, minute and a half, up to 20 minutes. Look at that. And then you can see the cheese gets all gooey on the bottom. Oh, so good. I am ready to dig into this. Okay, I'm ready for this. My plate is down here, out of view, not out of mind. It's down here. All right, I'm getting a bite with everything. And that's another thing that I have to mention. There's equal amounts of everything. You can get ham, egg, and cheese in every bite. It's very important to me. I don't like it when there's too much egg or too much ham. I like it when everything goes together really well. Got my bite here. Perfection. I've been eating this every day. No joke. Every day. I'm still not sick of it. It's just one of those breakfasts that's perfect, and it's so easy. Minimal prep. It's so tasty. It almost reminds me of like an Egg McMuffin from like McDonald's, like obviously without the bun, but like the same flavors. It's so easy. You can pop some Cholula sauce on here, some hot sauce, some low carb ketchup, and they would be bomb. You guys know I love condiments. This doesn't even need condiments. That's how good it is. The spices on top make it. They make it. Don't leave out that onion powder. You can't even taste it. It just kind of like melts into it. But but it makes such a big difference if you don't do it. I'm gonna go enjoy my breakfast. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I hope you guys liked this video. I have a lot more recipe videos coming, so definitely make sure that you are subscribed. If you're not, hit the red subscribe button right below this video. Tap on that little bell next to it to make sure you're on the notification squad so that you get notified every time I put out a new video. I'm so glad to be back and sharing with you guys. Definitely stay tuned. A lot more awesome low carb content coming soon. But until then, I'll see you all in my next video. Bye everybody. I don't know why some of you guys hate on American cheese. It's literally amazing.